Doing art is meant to be good for your mental well-being, and so I thought it would be great if we could start a lockdown art club. Now, this isn't just for people who regularly do art or who consider themselves to be good at art. It's for all of us, and not just for those that want to paint, perhaps using other materials, doing crafts or collage or whatever you fancy to be creative. But it's meant to be really good for us. I thought perhaps this month we could have a theme in the Lockdown Art Club, and that theme could be something to do with flowers, or maybe, looking out of our windows and seeing gardens, or something like that. The reason I suggested that is because we've got a flower festival at the end of the month, and I thought it would be really nice if we could have some flowers painted or created in some way for that. Now, I've got to be honest, I'm not really into painting flowers, so when I do paint, I prefer to paint faces. I just love people's faces, and so I'm having a go here at painting a flower, and I think it must be the first time I've painted a flower since I was at school. And honestly, when I was at school, I really didn't like painting still life or anything like that. But I think it's good for me, because after all, I'm asking you to go outside of your comfort zone. Perhaps you haven't painted in many years either, and so it's good to have a go at something different sometimes, isn't it? Now, I've chosen a lily to paint because it's my favourite flower, and for the life of me, I don't know why it's my favourite flower. In some ways, I'd like my favourite flower to be something more unusual or obscure or sophisticated, maybe a wildflower, but I don't know. This happens to be my favourite flower, and I've chosen this particular image, a photograph that looks like this, to copy because you can see the sort of interior of the lily, and I think part of the experience of lockdown for me has been a sort of thinking about ourselves, being a little bit introspective, thinking about what's important to us in life, and wondering how things are going to be in the future, and that sort of thing. And so I wanted something where you could see sort of the interior of the lily. So email me your pictures or pictures of your craft or artwork, whatever you're doing, and it would be great to have an online art club. My email is revd.lesley, Lesley, @badshotleeandhale.org.